Hello! Like you, we're about to start the adventure of a lifetime. But there are a few essentials we need to know before we hit the road. The 6 Berth is a spacious motorhome for 6, with all the home comforts including modern appliances and a toilet and shower. There is also plenty of room to store personal items.
To fill up with diesel, open up the passenger door, then open the flap. The bonnet release lever is under here. The tools to change the tyres are here. The spare wheel is located under the rear of the vehicle. The motorhome is longer and higher than a standard vehicle, and we can check the measurement on the windscreen. The vehicle's operation reference guide is in the glove box.
And on the key tag, there's a USB stick containing the vehicle's show-through, safe driving and troubleshooting guide, which may come in handy during our travels, as well as the number of the on-road assistance team in case we get into trouble. In the unlikely event of an accident while on the road, it is extremely important to call this number within 24 hours to report it. All passengers and the driver must wear their seatbelts at all times while traveling.
This vehicle is an easy to drive automatic and a modern diesel. With the vehicle in park, turn the key to on and wait for the glow plug light to turn off. Then you can start the engine.
So we're all set. Let's go!
It is important to remember that in Australia, we drive on the left-hand side of the road.
We've just arrived at our first campsite, so let's get the motorhome set up. First, double check that the 12-volt battery isolator switch is on here, and the fridge switch is on. These should have been switched on at pickup. To use the step, turn on the main switch here. And then this switch lowers and retracts the step.
And next, we need to get the 240-volt power cable from the cable storage compartment, which is located here. One end is already connected to the vehicle, and now I can plug the other end into the campsite mains power. Then ensure the main campsite power supply is off before you insert the other end of the cable here. Then turn the campsite power back on. It is recommended that we plug into the mains power every 1 to 2 days to avoid the house battery being completely drained.
To operate your appliances, make sure the main 240-volt safety switches are turned on here. Should the power surge, these will trip. Simply push them back up and everything will be operational again. Once plugged in, the 240-volt will run the microwave, the reverse cycle air conditioner, power points, and will trickle charge the house battery. The fridge will automatically switch over to 240 volts at this time. The TV, interior lights, and water pump run at all times off the 12-volt house battery. The 12-volt battery isolator switch must be on at all times to allow 12-volt appliances to operate.
The LPG gas bottle is found here. It's already connected to the vehicle and is used to heat the water and supply gas to the interior stove. To turn it on, twist the knob anti-clockwise all the way, then back a fraction. The gas shut-off valves are located here. They must be open and parallel with their pipes. In an emergency, turn them and the bottle off. Now that the gas is on, I can turn the water heater on here. The red light will go out when the heater ignites. It takes around 15 minutes to heat. If the red light comes back on, ignition has failed. Check that the gas bottle is on and the safety valves are open and try again.
Just been to the supermarket to stock up for our adventure. And the fridge should be nice and cold by now. When driving or plugged into 240 volts, turn the fridge up to the highest setting. At night, turn this down to a low setting to minimize noise. At all other times, set the fridge on a medium setting. Nibblies are ready. Should I put the awning up?
That would be great. It's pretty bright out here.
To open the awning up, press the out button. It is not recommended to erect the awning in high winds, nor leave it out overnight.
Well, this is alive. Maybe we can take the kids to the park a little bit later on.
Sounds good.
Yeah, good.
Now that we're set up, let's take a look at the other features in this motorhome. The safe is located under here, perfect for storing personal valuables. Press the start button and enter the code. Then press the start button again to open. To reset the code, press the red button under here and enter the new code. Then press the start button again. It's actually getting pretty warm in here. How about we turn the reverse cycle air conditioning unit on? Ensure the vehicle is connected to 240 volts. Then either use the remote control or the control panel to turn it on. Select the appropriate icon for heating, cooling or fan control. The aircon works best when the windows and doors are closed. And over here is the combined TV-DVD unit. The TV can be positioned to face various directions. Then, to store, push the TV-DVD unit into place gently to secure it. To extend the TV antenna, wind it up like this. Then, rotate the antenna around until optimum reception has been found.
Did you have a good day?
Had a great day, very relaxing.
Excellent. I'm getting pretty hungry.
Me too. I'd say we go and make dinner soon.
Sounds good.
All right. To operate the gas stove, select the burner, push and turn the dial whilst pushing the ignition switch to turn it on. Hold the dial in for a few seconds to ensure it's fully lit. This can also be lit with a match found in the cutlery drawer.
Dinner smells good, huh?
Yeah, it's almost ready.
I'll set up the table and round up the kids.
That'd be great.
There are 2 dinettes in this motorhome, and the poles are found here. Insert the poles here. The tabletop is kept behind the driver's seat. Place it over the top, and there. I'll go and set up the other dinette. For this dinette, insert the pole in here. The tabletop is just here. Put it over the top, and we have a table. Yeah, let's see. Would you like a piece of bread? Thanks for dinner. That was great.
Good.
I'll do the dishes.
And I'll get the kids showered and ready for bed.
Then I'll make the beds.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, just double check the water heater is on and the water pump on. The water for the shower and the sink will drain into the wastewater holding tank beneath the vehicle. When not using water, it is a good idea to turn the water pump off to reduce pressure build-up.
To operate the shower, ensure that the water heater and water pump are on. Turn on the shower with this tap here. Remember to turn off the water pump after finishing with the water. To use the toilet, first open the toilet cassette with this lever. To flush, push this button here. The lever must be in the closed position while driving and to remove the toilet cassette.
After packing away the table, we can set up the main bed. The bed boards are located under here. Place them in between the 2 seats. Fill the gap with back cushions, and now we have a bed. To make this bed, the table has to be put away first. The bed boards are located under the seat. Place them in between the 2 seats. Fill the gap with back cushions, and now we have a bed.
Good night, darling.
Good night, Mama.
Good night, sweetie.
Good night, Mama.
If we go along here, that should be an easy drive. We should get there today.
Yeah.
So, ready to go?
Yep.
Yep.
But before setting off to our next destination, there's a few things we need to do. Get the hose from the storage compartment inside the vehicle. Fill up the freshwater tank here. Remove the cap like this. Fill at a steady pace, not too fast. There is an overflow, so once full, a bit of water will drip out. Next, we'll unplug the 240-volt power cable and stow it away in the 240-volt cable storage compartment. When winding down the TV antenna, the two external arrows must be aligned. Then wind down the antenna.
Now we need to empty the toilet cassette and the wastewater storage tank. Get the waste hose from the storage compartment and attach it to the waste outlet here. Make sure it's locked in place and the other end is situated in the campsite dump station or other authorised dump station. Then open the tank by pulling the lever here. Once the tank is finished draining, push the lever back in and detach the hose. The toilet cassette can be found here. First, make sure that the toilet cassette lid is closed. To remove the cassette, simply hold the handle up and pull the cassette out. This shows the toilet water level. If it gets low, you can fill up by adding the water here. The toilet cassette must be emptied at an authorised dump point found in most caravan parks. To empty the toilet cassette, turn the nozzle like this. Unscrew the cap while pressing the green button. Empty the contents into the drain at the dump point. Once the toilet cassette has been emptied and rinsed, add a toilet chemical into here. Now the cassette is ready to be put back.
If you're running low on LPG gas, then take the vehicle to any LPG bottle refilling site found in most camping grounds and petrol stations and get the attendant to refill the bottle for you. It is essential that you do not use any swap and go services. And don't forget to make sure the gas bottle is securely turned off before you hit the road.
Last of all, we need to do some final checks. Make sure the cable has been disconnected and the hatch are closed tight and all the doors are closed. Ensure the awning has been retracted and that the step is up. Shut the door and we're all set.
Australia is a beautiful place, so respect the environment, keep it clean, and enjoy. Our adventure is nearly over and it's time to return the motorhome. But before we do this, there's a few things we need to do. Have a general tidy up. Ensure the dishes have been done, all the rubbish has been removed from the inside of the motorhome, and the outside is clean enough for the crew to inspect.
The vehicle must be returned full of diesel and the LPG bottle full of gas, unless the pre-purchased fuel and prepaid gas option has been taken, in which case they can be left empty. Allow enough time to remove personal belongings and tie up any loose ends. If an accident occurred during the hire, allow 15 to 20 minutes to complete the insurance claim form.
Well, that's it for us, and we just had an unforgettable holiday experience in our motorhome, and we really hope you do too. Bye!